Hey, this is Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS here with some more adventures in locksmithing. Some more of why I've been busy and not releasing videos. I've been recording these kind of last couple of days, and probably by the time they actually get published, that's going to sound like a broken record that I've probably been saying that for a week now of why haven't I been posting videos. But anyways, here working on an apartment center. Anytime a property management company takes over another apartment center, usually they want to get everything in order. And tenants are very much against this. Now, this is different than the one I talked about the other day where they were kind of fake. They weren't a real property. This is one of my biggest customers, big property management center, and they always take care of their properties, do it real nice. So they came in, and this place desperately needed a new roof. It needed new AC units, and it needed a fresh coat of paint and new siding. And another thing it needed, whoever originally built it, they did the shower pans wrong. So a lot of the downstairs were having mold problems, so they were having to go in and redo the upstairs shower pans. So that it wouldn't leak through and then go into the underside and fix those up so there wasn't mold. So they're doing this all at once. Incredible amount of backlash from the tenants. Why? Because this is an old building where the rent hasn't been raised in a long time. And all they see, even though you think, well, not having rain in my unit would be a great thing, all they see is rent increase. They said changed hands, somebody's putting money into it, they're going to expect money back, and that's true. So they're doing all this construction. Well, now fire laws requires them to have a Knox box for the fire department. So it's kind of like an armored box on the side that the fire department has, a special key that opens, and has a master key that opens all the units. That's kind of standard fire code now, and since they're doing such a major renovation, they got to have that. Well, these aren't master keyed, so they need to do that. That's where I come in. So we got 150 units. They've all got to be master keyed, and they all have to be scheduled with the tenants. So that means, they're scheduling out notices. They got to get 48-hour notice that I'm going to come in and set up times. And some of them are definitely not happy about it, and they let me know. They go, that time won't work, I require to be there. We're giving you the notice, so that's, and I'm trying to work with people, well, maybe, do you have a time that will work for you? I'm not trying to offend anybody, but they are requiring me to get this done. And just going through and doing that, it's a funny feeling because the people you're dealing with don't want you there. They don't want your service, and you're doing a service on their stuff, yet they don't want you to do it. So it's kind of weird. And then the other thing is that some of the units, of course, they never respond. They get the notice. We've done all the legal background, so we're opening up the unit and we're rekeying it, and they're going to have to get the keys from the office to let them back in to their own apartment. And there is nothing more disconcerting for a locksmith than to go into a house without somebody present. If it's an empty rental or something, that's one thing. But when it's a house, because the moment you do that, you never know who you're dealing with. You could have a random tenant suddenly accuse you of stealing stuff. And nothing a locksmith doesn't want, no matter what, is a name that would call into question their integrity. Yeah, you don't want somebody going on Facebook or Yelp or whatever, or Google, and start posting reviews that this locksmith. Now, it may not be true that, they might just misplace something but the moment you go into somebody's house when they're not there, you can bring up that suspicion. They can think that of you. So that's definitely never something that as a locksmith I like to do. I try to always make it so that they're going to have somebody there. But this is just a nightmare of a project, rekeying all these locks. And of course, the property management company okays me replacing the lock when needed, but they're not willing to flip the bill to replace the locks on all the units by any means. So a lot of cheapo locks, a lot of locks old and in bad shape, and trying to make them work with a master key system can be a lot of headache and a lot of time consuming. And that is part of what is just keeping me busy. But that's just some more adventures in locksmithing.